Okay, so if I'm doing the quadratic formula, I need to write out my a, my b, and my c terms. So 2 is a, 8 is b, c is -5, and then I want to fill into my quadratic formula. So my quadratic formula is -b, so it would be -8, plus or minus b squared, so 8 squared, minus 4 times a times c, so 4 times 2 times -5, all divided by 2 times a, which would be 2 times 2. So then I want to go through and start simplifying. So -8 plus or minus the square root. 8 squared would be 64, minus 4 times 2 times -5 would become a positive 40, because you have to be careful about your negatives. Divided by 2 times 2 would be 4. So then I want to simplify what's underneath my radical. So -8 plus or minus the square root of 104 divided by 4. So if I keep on going, I'd have -8 plus or minus. I want perfect squares that go into 104, which is 4 times 26. No other perfect squares or larger perfect squares will go into it. So -8 plus or minus square root of 4 would be 2, so I pull that out. I can't take the square root of 26, so that stays underneath. Divided by 4, and then I want to reduce all my whole numbers, because I can divide -8 by 4 and I can divide 2 by 4. -8 would become -4, 2 would become a 1, and 4 would become a 2, because whatever you're dividing by all three of them, you want to divide the same thing. So I'd have -4 plus or minus the square root of 26 divided by 2. So to solve this one using the quadratic formula, first thing I want to do is set it equal to 0, so I want to subtract my 4x on both sides. So I'd have x squared minus 4x plus 6 equals 0. So here my a is 1, my b is -4, and my c is 6. So if I plug that into my quadratic formula, negative of b would be a positive 4, plus or minus the square root of b squared would be -4 squared, and since it's negative you want to put in parentheses. Minus 4, a is 1, and c is 6. And 2 times a would be 2 times 1. So I'm going to simplify it. So I'd have 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 24 divided by 2. So I'd have 4 plus or minus 16 minus 24 underneath my square root. It's going to give me 8 divided by 2. Then I need to figure out what perfect squares go into 8. So it'd be 4 plus or minus 4 times 2 divided by 2. So I'd have 4 plus or minus 2 squared root of 2 divided by 2. Then I want to simplify my whole numbers by the same value. So I could take a 2 out of 4, 2 and 2. So I'd have 2, 1, and 1. So I end up with 2 plus or minus the square root of 2. That's what x is equal to.